news, sports, weather, games, cooking, tea party. Long ago, STF TV lived in harmony. Then everything changed when COVID attacked. Only Mr. Payne, master of Premiere Pro, could stop it. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and Maya Michaela discovered a new Mr. Payne, a director named Jared Atkinson. And although his directing skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to produce anything. But I believe Jared can save STF TV.
Yesterday, the United States of America said they would help rebuild Gaza after their recent fights with Israel. This has been an ongoing thing for the past 2 weeks where each country would bomb each other, killing many people in the process. After meeting Israel's Prime Minister, Anthony Blinken said it was necessary to tackle the grave humanitarian situation to prevent a return to violence. The two men met with each other to discuss what the plan would be and how they would solve the situation. The United States of America and Gaza came up with a plan to begin to rebuild so no more conflict would happen and so families have homes to go to, and restaurants and people's businesses would be rebuilt. With the most recent arrests in Ukraine, most European countries have stopped all planes going to and from Belarus. Air France is the latest major carrier to ban overflights, while countries neighboring Ukraine and Poland are stopping all flights to and from Belarus. Western countries accuse Belarus of hijacking the Ryanair plane carrying journalist Roman Prosevich on Sunday. Belarus authorities on Monday released a video of Mr. Prosevich that appeared to have recorded under duress. He faces charges related to his reporting of last August's disputed election and subsequent crackdown on mass opposition protests, and has said he fears the death penalty after being placed on a terrorism list. Belarus is still the only country in Europe that still executes people when they do very violent and bad things in the eyes of the government.
The popular Garden of the Week contest at Niagara-on-the-Lake is going virtual this year. The event is being organized by the communities in the Bloom Committee. The event began May 25th, and residents can submit their gardens for consideration through the town's Join the Conversation engagement platform. There are 10 categories available for submission: container gardens, vegetable kitchen herb gardens, water feature gardens, hydrangeas, children's gardens, hanging baskets, bee and butterfly gardens, specialized plants in Niagara, and climbing vines and rose gardens. Submissions will be accepted over a 10-week nomination period. Following that, the committee will narrow down each category to the top 3. Instead of the winning garden being announced every week as done in previous years, then the public will be allowed to vote on the shortlisted selections through the Join the Conversation to determine the winner of each category. In international news, much of Canada is on the verge of reopening again, with the hard-hit provinces lifting lockdowns and mapping out a path to something resembling normal, while trying desperately to avoid making the mistakes of the past. With the vaccines being accessible to more and more people, including children, this has made the process way easier. With vaccines also coming out, this allows the country to open up but still keep these safety measures. Vaccines are going to blunt the damage of the rush to reopen, but I tend to go cautiously and stepwise, said Dr. David Fishman, an epidemiologist at the University of Toronto's Dalla Lana School of Public Health. The single most important thing we can do right now is get people vaccinated. As he said, the most important thing we can do as a country is to get people vaccinated. Ontario has released a plan for reopening, and to get almost fully opened, we have to have at least 80% of the population vaccinated. Niagara police have issued an arrest warrant for a 25-year-old man wanted in connection with an armed robbery in Niagara Falls. The robbery happened Thursday night in the area of Chrysler Avenue and Ellis Street after 5 suspects allegedly robbed 5 victims and a gun was fired into the ground. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of 25-year-old Cody LeBlanc Ash for robbery with firearm, discharge of firearm, being reckless to life or safety of another person, possession of restricted or prohibited firearm without license, and possession of firearm contrary to prohibition order. LeBlanc Ash is considered to be armed and dangerous and should not be approached. Please call 911 immediately if he is located. For today's COVID update, Ontario reported 1,691 COVID-19 cases on Sunday, bringing the total number of cases in the province to 522,465. 15 new deaths were also announced on May 23rd, bringing the province's death total to 8,614. Half of Niagara's population has received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. The latest stats from Niagara Region Public Health show that 54.4% of residents have gotten the shot, although only 3.4% have completed the full vaccination process, including both shots. As of the last update, 257,900 people in the region have been vaccinated. Children 12 and older can now sign up for a COVID-19 vaccine.
Audio Jungle.
Welcome back to STF TV's sports segment. We're your hosts, Tommy and Noah, back again with your post-long weekend sports news. We hope everyone enjoyed the long weekend along with the games that took place.
Lots of NHL action over the weekend. Yesterday, the Penguins and Islanders headed into Game 5 with their series tied at 2. Malkin for the Penguins would score halfway through the first to give Pittsburgh a one-goal advantage. Heading late into the first, Anthony Beauvillier would tie it up at 1 after putting one past Pittsburgh's goalie. In second period action, a lonely Pittsburgh goal from Brian Rust has Pittsburgh with a 2-1 lead heading into the third period. Jordan Eberle would tie this game up for the Islanders, allowing overtime to decide this game's winner. 20 minutes of overtime would not be enough, as this one would head into double overtime. Josh Bailey from the Islanders would capitalize on a chance and find the back of the net to give this game to the Islanders. The Islanders now lead 3-2 in the series and look to finish off the series in Game 6.
The Toronto Maple Leafs and Montreal Canadiens went head-to-head in Game 3 of their series. Cole Caulfield made his NHL playoff debut for the Canadiens in Game 3. After a scoreless first period, this game would kick off in the second period as William Nylander would score his third goal of this series to give the Leafs a one-goal lead. Shortly after, Nick Suzuki of the Canadiens would score to tie this game at 1. 3 minutes later, Morgan Riley would bury one to give Toronto a 2-1 lead, which eventually, after a scoreless third period, would allow Toronto to take a 2-1 series over the Canadiens.
The Florida Panthers faced elimination as they headed into Game 5, as Tampa leads 3-1 in their series. 20-year-old Spencer Knight made his playoff series debut for the Panthers. Ross Colton would open up the scoring in this game for Tampa just 53 seconds into the first. Down one goal at the start of the second, the Panthers would score 2 goals from Mackenzie Weegar and Mason Marshman to take a 2-1 lead over Tampa. With the third period underway, the Panthers would score 2 more goals to fight off elimination. Rookie Spencer Knight would record 36 saves on his playoff debut to secure the win.
Oilers and the Jets played game number 4 as the Jets would look to sweep the series 4-0. Mark Scheifele would score his first goal of the playoffs, giving the Jets a 1-goal lead advantage, but Connor McDavid would quickly respond with a goal of his own to tie things up. Late into the first, Jets would take the goal lead again from an Appleton goal. 2 Edmonton goals from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Alex Chizon allowed them to have a 1-goal lead heading into the third. Mark Scheifele would score in the third to send this game into overtime. This game would end in triple overtime as the Jets complete the sweep against the Oilers.
The Wild and Golden Knights played Game 5 of their series. The Wild would win this game 4-2 to avoid elimination.
For our NBA news, we had a lot of games that were played, so let's get right into it. The Bucks and Heat played their first 2 games over the weekend, with the Bucks winning the first one 109-107 with a clutch game winner from Chris Middleton in overtime. While the first game was close, this was not the case for Game 2 as the Bucks destroyed the Heat 132-98, scoring 46 points in the first quarter. Excited to see Game 3.
Mavericks beat the Clippers 113-103 as Luka Doncic continues to shine with 31 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds. They play Game 2 tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
Celtics and Nets played Game 1 of their series with the Nets winning 104-93. The Nets are looking really scary with the team they put together as they're able to take charge of any game pretty easily with the weapons they have in Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. Game 2 will take place tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Trailblazers kicked their series off with a win against the Denver Nuggets 123-109. Damian Lillard had another great game, hitting some crazy shots, giving him 31 points. However, in Game 2, the Nuggets took over against the Trailblazers, winning 128-109 with Nikola Jokic scoring 38 points, 5 assists, and 8 rebounds.
76ers played Washington Wizards, winning 125-118 on Game 1 of their series. Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid played great together as they combined for 67 points.
The Phoenix Suns outplayed the Lakers in Game 1 of their series to win 99-90 in a very heated game. Devin Booker took over with 34 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. They play their second game of their series tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern.
The Atlanta Hawks beat the New York Knicks 107-105 with a clutch win from Trae Young. Trae finished the game with 32 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds.
For the final game that took place on the weekend, the Grizzlies shocked the Utah Jazz 112-109. Dillon Brooks finished the game with the most points, having 31 points, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds.
That's it for all today's updates. Tune in tomorrow for our last episode.
Welcome back to the show, Phoenix. Let's take a look at this week's long-range forecast. It looks as though this week we're having mixed weather. We'll get hit with some showers, but we'll also be getting some sunshine as well. Taking a look at Wednesday, there's a 60% risk of thunderstorms. We'll expect up to 3 millimeters of rain from the storm. However, your high for the day will be 25 degrees, feeling like 31 with high wind gusts up to 51 kilometers an hour. Skies will clear up as we make our way into Thursday. There's a 20% chance of rain, up to 3 millimeters again expected, but skies are looking to be mainly sunny. Your high for the day is 17 degrees with 30-kilometer wind gusts and 11 hours of sun. As we head into Friday, we're looking at mostly rain. Up to 10 millimeters are expected with very high wind gusts up to 62 kilometers an hour. Your high for the day is only looking to reach a high of 12 degrees, feeling like 9. We're also only expecting 2 hours of sun. Our weekend temperatures will be staying in the teens. Saturday, the high will be 16 degrees, and Sunday it will be 18. Wind gusts will calm down to 45 and 24 kilometers an hour as well. We don't expect rain for the weekend, but later on next week there will be some showers. As we take a look at our radar, we can see that the rain will be staying in northern Ontario for the day, but later on tomorrow that rain will be expected to reach Niagara. Pollen report for the day is very high and air quality is low. Our UV report for the day is expected to reach a dangerously high 10, so extra precautions are required to stay safe during the heat, which brings me to our next announcement. There's a special weather alert in effect today, as maximum temperatures will reach 31 degrees Celsius and are expected to be followed by an overnight minimum temperatures near 20 degrees, providing little relief from the heat. These conditions pose a health risk when you are not used to that heat. We're advised to 1. Drink plenty of cool liquids before feeling thirsty, and 2. Keep cool by dressing for the weather and spending a few hours each day in a cool place.
My name's Cameron, I'm in grade 12, and I will be doing the next cooking segment for STF TV, and I'll be cooking mini pizzas.
Okay, so basically, you cut up your cheese, however much cheese that you like. Slowly and safely grate the cheese. Be careful not to cut yourself. Here I did add a lot of cheese, more than usual, but make sure it's all nice and chopped up. Then you grab your English muffin, you cut it in half as evenly as possible. After you're done that, take your pizza sauce, put a nice amount of pizza sauce on your English muffin, and then evenly spread it with your spoon. After you're done that, make sure that you put the amount of cheese that you'd like on your English muffin. You can add other toppings. I only added cheese. You can add pepperoni, green peppers, whatever you like on your pizza. carefully place them onto your pan. Preheat the oven to 400. Once done that, put the pizzas in the oven and set a timer for 12 minutes. Once done, make sure that you check up on your pizzas, make sure that the English muffin is nice and crispy, and that your cheese has melted. After you've made sure that it's melted and it's ready, carefully place them onto your plate and enjoy.
Three, two, one. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second last episode of STF TV. Today we're going to be talking about our favorite seasons, holidays. Yeah. I'm
Baba Bowie.
And I'm
朋友是一个坚韧。
Good morning.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
oh, it's the morning. The morning.
This is the
It is-
morning edition.
This is the actual
This is the actual morning edition.
edition.
Yeah. I know Michaela's favorite season. I disagree respectfully.
It's winter.
Oh.
It's winter.
It's winter.
I love winter.
And
Mm,
Christmas.
ew.
Yup.
Maya, what's yours? I know you like summer.
I do
She's a
like
summer.
summer because I
She's a
know it's
summer
like
woman.
I know it's like basic to like summer, but I feel like it's just my season.
Kylie, what about you?
I would say like
Tiebreaker.
summer for like freedom and everything. But like soon we're not gonna have summers off. But like I don't know. I sometimes I don't like it too hot. But then I like
Exactly.
fall. Fall is so nice. The leaves
Fall
are falling.
is your season.
It's sweater season.
I was thinking
like-
fall for you.
Yeah.
I really did see it.
But Maya, what was your favorite holiday?
Oh. Easy. Victoria.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everyone's.
Everyone's favorite
Everyone's-
holiday. I feel like what are like some other like weird holidays we have here? Canada Day.
I mean, yeah, it's like
Um,
America's Independence Day.
Boy, if you don't get
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Victoria, she just
What'd you
she
do?
just came from money. She just came from royalty.
nice.
Sat there for
Yeah.
a few years.
Mhm.
Banked a holiday. Yeah.
Colonized us.
I do not like St. Patrick's Day. Always gave me red flags. But it's like, who cares? I don't care that you're Irish. Do you think if we had like, okay, everybody, today's gonna be Iraq Day. You think that'll fly in Canada? You think we come out saying it's Iraq Day? No.
I feel like I don't know why we celebrated it in elementary school. Like why everyone
Yeah.
wore green. Because I feel like it's like an Irish person.
Our principal was Irish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always the worst.
like
That's a good
it's like
point.
imagine like everyone having to celebrate like Chinese New Year's. Like that wouldn't
Every
fly.
culture.
蝶花飘飘。
That is a very good point. Like they would never celebrate that, or they wouldn't celebrate like I don't know, like anything like commemorating like Indigenous people. I feel like that would never
Not
happen.
at all.
Nothing.
No.
But once it's like anything
Irish Day.
Irish Day,
I think it's just an excuse to drink.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that's also kind of like Canada Day at this point because it's
And
like
it's like commercialized Leprechaun Man candy.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's like a
Breaking.
tradition. It's just like I'm fine with the whole tradition part of it. It's just like I don't get like why it had to become a
Yeah.
tradition.
Yeah. When I think about it, like North America, it's very Catholic. It's like
Yes.
we're celebrating Saint
Yeah.
Nicholas, Saint Patrick.
Very
Like even
true.
if you're not Catholic, you're basically made to celebrate it.
Yeah, like you think we're gonna celebrate
Mhm.
Ramadan? Hell no. You think
Hanukkah,
they're gonna do Hanukkah?
Kwanzaa.
No. And then
No.
it's like, okay, it's fine. Like you allow all religions to celebrate their holidays, but it's like we all know the ones that America kind of cares about.
There's
like
some
the West-
favoritism.
There's some favoritism.
Yeah.
We all know that. It's
I
like,
don't know where
okay,
Halloween came from. Where like who brought it?
who brought it up. I don't know.
I
Like
I
who
hate Valentine's
just-
Day.
Oh, another saint.
Saint Valentine.
Saint Valentine. Because like, okay, like it's not for the reason where it's like I'm single, like I'm lonely. No, it's like it's not even, it's just like I hate how much drama goes into Valentine's Day. And like for what? It's like why
Okay.
do you have to like why do you have to make like all couples weird for that one day?
Oh.
For
Yeah,
that
like
one
there's
day.
already anniversaries and
Birthdays.
Like they have that.
It's like, why do you need to make more money making schemes? Like, why do you have to? And then it's always it's like oh, like he got me like a really crappy gift.
Oh.
It's
Like I never understood Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and Father's Day because I feel like why don't you celebrate them like like why on a
Yeah.
specific day?
I know. Yeah. I feel like it like sets people up for failure because it's like, oh, like if you didn't do something like extravagant for one of those days, it's like, oh, so you don't really love me then. It's like something like
Yeah.
that. Where
It's
like if we just didn't have that holiday, then there wouldn't be a problem.
April Fools. Where did that come from?
Oh, April
I don't
Fools.
like
I don't
April
know.
Fools.
It's a very awkward holiday. No, it is such an awkward day because it's like most of like the pranks aren't even that funny. It's like
No.
It's like, oh, this day, April 1st, we're gonna like do a bunch of pranks.
pranks. It's like
Which is basically just being like a horrible human being, but like, oh, it's a prank. It's fine.
like the amount of times. Okay, I don't know if you guys ever had this in elementary school where it's like okay, surprise quiz, and so then like the first question it's like read the entire page carefully. So then everybody goes through the quiz, and at the very end it says like you didn't have to do this. Like whoever didn't write down anything on the test wins a prize because like April Fools.
No,
we had that like almost every single year. Like every teacher thought like, let me pull a little prank. Like thinking that they're like some comedian out here. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for watching this episode of Tea Party. We didn't really cover seasons. We
No.
did,
We
but
have a
like
little
the
bit.
holidays was more interesting anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. That's great.
Okay.